Hi guys, it's markabusi here and we're back with another song reaction, and today we're going to be doing our first country song reaction, and we are doing the song You Never Call Me By Your Name. And I'm not going to say who it's by, because that's funny.
It was all that I could do, keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. And you don't have to call me Waylon Jenny. And you don't have to call me Charlie Brown. And you don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though you're on my fighting side. And
A couple of things, right? There's a reason that this is the first country reaction that I've done, and it's because I don't tend to enjoy the country twang that they sing with a lot of the time. And I think a lot of that, if I'm being totally honest with you, is prejudices. Growing up, you know, for a while there during the 90s especially, country was just seen as a bit of a joke, and that was kind of just my impression of country music, was that it's a joke, so I just ignored it. It's not grating, but it's taken some getting used to for me. But what I will say is, lyrically, I don't quite understand where he's just saying loads of guys' names, honestly, at this point, which is kind of weird. I am quite liking the whole, it's like almost bluegrass, the bass line. Like, I'm liking it at the moment, but this was brought to me as the best country song, and I'm not 100% sure why that is, because to be honest with you, I've just realised I told a complete fucking lie. It's not the first country song that I've reacted to in this channel. The first country song I reacted to in this channel was Jolene by Dolly Parton, which was absolutely phenomenal, and is still in my head the gold standard for country music. And this one, not quite the same. Jamie, what was I saying? Yeah, right. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm on board with his style of singing, but I do like the kind of the bluegrass kind of roots of the music. I think I'm not that far into it, so I'm kind of going to see if he's telling a story or if there's going to be like a chorus or where we're going from here, because I've only done like 2 verses. I'm just going to settle in, try and not deconstruct the song too much, and just try and kind of drink it in, because it's the first country song that I've done, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm actually getting myself in for, and I feel like I don't want to say too much that's stupid.
I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never mind you standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. Well, a friend of mine named Steve Goodman wrote that song. He told me it was the perfect country and western song. I wrote him back a letter and I told him it was not the perfect country and western song, because it hadn't said anything at all about mama, or trains, or trucks, or prisons, or getting drunk.
Okay, that's amazing. I quite like that in the space of like 10 seconds he's managed to completely puncture every single prejudice that I had against country music and just go, yeah, because all that shit is all I thought about country music. My wife's left me for my mum, and now I'm getting a train to Georgia so that I can drink a bottle of whiskey. That's every country song in my head. Musically, this is kind of the same, but they've punctured that whole thing. Yeah, nice. Nice little bit of fourth wall breaking. I'm happy with that.
Well, he wrote another verse to the song and he sent it to me, and after reading it, I realized my friend had written the perfect country and western song. and I felt obliged to put it out as my third record. Last verse went like this. I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison, and I went pick her up in the rain. But before I could get to the station and the pickup truck, what happened? She got run over by a damned old train.
I don't even know what to say to that. I went into that attempting to do like a proper serious reaction and then realised I don't know enough about country music to be able to sit and talk about it with any kind of eloquence or intelligence. And then as soon as I pressed play after having went and just admitted all of that, it turns out it's a fucking joke song anyway. It's also a very good joke song. I quite like that he took the stereotype of country music and just completely turned it on its head, whilst also giving you the exact stereotype of country music. It kinda does actually make it the perfect fucking country song. More importantly than that, how emo is You Never Called Me By Your Name by David Allan Coe? The guitars were not particularly twinkly. The bass line was doing a really cool kind of bluegrass groove, and the guitars were kind of doing quite a kind of just bluesy picky pattern, but it wasn't particularly twinkly. So it goes around, if you picture the never as the centre of this, right? Because obviously we want to be scientific here, right? So the V of the never is really where you're actually wanting it to hit. That's where the scale actually is. It's about there for the twinkly guitars on this kind of scale, right? Left to right. But up and down for the overwrought singing. For the third verse, it's about there. On the emo scale, that is where David Allan Coe with You Never Call Me By Your Name lands. And I think we can all agree that science has once again prevailed, and that is exactly where that song should be on that scale. Let's take a moment to thank science. That was You Never Call Me By Your Name by David Allan Coe. Tell me what you thought of that song. Did you like that song? Did you not like the song? Is that the best country song? Do you have any country recommendations that are either serious, not so serious, or just straight out farcical? Put them in the comments below. I've been markabusi. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.